Run it 4 times, how it go down. Slaps on deck for the whole town. On mamas, man, I did it with my own sound. And I got my own city that I hold down. Just admit it already.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
So many times during the course of a game, Brandon, the special teams actually helps out their offense. Not in this case. They did them 0 favors with that return.
We get a look at the Saints defense as they file into position. They're losing here as we begin the 3rd quarter, trying to stop this from being a bigger deficit.
I used to play for a coach who always...
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the... begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. On the return now, here's Keyshawn Martin. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he is... going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Again, here's Blount. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. On the tackle that time, Tyson Jackson. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, the left-footed Ryan Allen to kick it away for the Pats. Back deep for Atlanta, Devin Hester.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
And as we show you the starters defensively for Atlanta, I want to ask you about that Super Bowl. It's such an interesting game, but defensively Atlanta so good in that first half. What happened in the fourth quarter, and how will you remember them from this game?
I remember a really young defensive unit that the stage wasn't too big. They handled it right from the beginning. I remember a really fast defensive unit. Look at the speed. Grady Jarrett, defensive line, right? What do you have, 3 sacks in the game? Deion Jones from his middle linebacker position forced that fumble against LeGarrette Blount. Robert Alford as a cornerback, double-digit tackles. Now a lot of passes broken up. Pick 6 for a touchdown, 82 yards, a fumble recovery. But they were out there way too long. 93 plays given up to New England. At some point, you've got to get a stop. And get off the field.
And now the possession will switch over to the Atlanta Falcons. And this offense so good for 3 quarters of the Super Bowl, Charles. At one point, the advanced metrics had them at a 99.5% chance to win. It just seemed like everything was going their way, and then the fourth quarter happened.
I think when we review this game and we say, okay, where did
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 82 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Hey, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man,
big,
a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just take...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big run there by Freeman. 51 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And Freeman, not sure if he was a surprise exactly, but he sure took the NFL by storm.
But when you talk with his team, they'll tell you they saw this coming. They knew he had the talent. They were just ready to...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no runs out to the 25-yard line. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Brady to throw on second down. Caught left side, Bennett. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
So when Martellus Bennett gets with his brother Michael, who plays for the Seattle Seahawks, they got to compare rings now?
Yeah, because what Michael got won Super Bowl 48.
Yes, with the Seahawks and their big victory over the Denver Broncos. But Martellus earned his. You know, Rob Gronkowski unable to play in the game due to injury, and Martellus became a big part of the offense.
Had 5 catches, 62 yards, but how about that? Kind of lost in the shuffle. Rob Gronkowski not even there. The Patriots still win a Super Bowl.
Not only that, believe it or not, the Patriots were 11-0 when Rob Gronkowski did not play in the last season. I don't think they want to try and do that again.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Hester. Look at the spin. He won't go down. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offensive. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
They dial it up this drive. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football in the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Falcons will extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They're off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Easy.
On second down, here's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Hester. Whoosh. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense...
This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Devin Hester, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. Hey, I wanted to sneak this in. Overtime in the Super Bowl. First ever, by the way. Some folks after were having the discussion, do they like the college rules for overtime better? Should each team at least get an offensive possession? What do you think?
Now, how deep are you talking about the college rules? Because I don't like the college overtime because it feels gimmicky to me. Because it's
starting from the
football.
25.
Yeah, it's not real football. But you're talking about make it equal.
Should each team at least get a possession?
I am so old school, Brandon. I liked the original sudden death. Okay? Coin flip. One team gets the ball, one team doesn't. You have a chance to stop them on defense. If you don't do that, so be it. That's just me. But in this situation, I do like the tweak the NFL made. If you go downfield and score a touchdown, that's your ball game. If it's a field goal or less, then the other team gets a possession. I think that's more than equitable. But for me, bring it back to the original sudden death.
Man, you are old school. I do think at least it should be a touchdown. A field goal should not decide it on the first possession. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Charles, let me go a different direction for a second. You were at the Super Bowl, another one that you worked. How did the city of Houston do as a host?
They did a fantastic job, I thought. Let me give a little tip of my Stetson to the host city because they were wonderful, and they like to say howdy down there when you're a visitor. Well, they said howdy, and they took care of people very, very well. I heard nothing but positives, the way that was all set up for the fans. I think everybody had a great time. How about the drones? The drones have gotten involved in our stuff in a big way, and how they were buzzing around and showing different things and giving a great look of the Super Bowl and what was going on in Houston during the surrounding time.
And the halftime show was a good one. A lot of people were abuzz about that afterward.
Plenty. I mean, watching that happen, seeing all the lights, seeing the spectacular reaction of the fans to it, I think that everyone got their money's worth on that.
By the way, do you own a Stetson?
I do. I actually